I make how to import your fonts in Kivy app. If you have Kivy app and you want to change the default Roboto font, how to do it using what is known as the LabelBase. So I will show you here. That's my simple app. It shows 3 labels. Every label holds different text, and I'm intending to set each of these labels, each one to a different font family. So I have the first label is intended to be having the default font, which is Roboto, so I will never touch this. This label is not touchable. The second one will take Open Sans, so we need to download Open Sans and apply it to this label. And the last one, I want to apply Pacifico, so the same thing, we will download Pacifico and apply it to this for this label. Alright, to download the fonts, go to fontsquirrel.com and grab Open Sans and Pacifico. I choose these two because they are popular, and the second thing is they are supported in TTF form. And you have to know that Kivy for now is only supporting TTF format, and it would be easier for us to use a supported format from the beginning other than go for any other format and convert it. So I will grab these Open Sans and Pacifico and download the compressed file in your code here. Alright, now I have here 2 zip files for Open Sans and one for Pacifico. Okay, so I told you you will use something called LabelBase. So you write from kivy.core.text import LabelBase, and you have to know that it's you are talking to the core API. So every text property you have in Kivy can be affected by this API, the LabelBase. Okay, so you need now to make what is known as registering a new font. So you say LabelBase.register, and that's register is a method in the LabelBase, and it takes the following parameters. The first thing, it take name, and you have to set the font you want to the name you want. So the first one we will set it to Open Sans. Okay, and the second one is the regular font. Okay, I want to show you here all the properties. I want to also tell you something. We're going here down. Okay, that's it. That's the register method. It's a static method that holds name, font regular, font italic, font bold, and font bold italic. By default in Kivy, if you have this label and you want to set it to bold, you write here bold and set it equal to true. It's by default equal to false, so you set it to true, and when you run the app it will be changed to bold. I'm sorry, I'll comment this out for now. I'm not just ready to complete it with you. Okay, let's do this again. Now you see this label is bold. So to make this, you need to have a bold font. The fonts here, you have the regular, the bold, the italic, and other things. So if you want to set your bold, if you want to use it in your app, you have to also load this. But if you don't want to use it, just don't load it, because you're getting more megabytes in your app. So I don't recommend, if you don't want to use italic or bold, don't just load it in your app. It will cost you more megabytes. So I will only use font regular here. Okay, I will comment this out again. Okay, I will only use font, sorry, regular, and I will say it to be equal to, I will do now what? I will open the OpenSens file and I will get out the OpenSens regular TTF, close it, and that's it. I will just rename it because I usually, okay, put it here, .ttf, and that's it. Okay, I may close this out. I will also remove this one so you don't get confused. Okay, now we can say we can set the font name here in the OpenSens label. The font name we can set it to OpenSens. That's the name we already set. We can set it anything here in the register method, but I did something wrong here. You have to set it, it's a string, so you need to pass a string, and the second mistake, I think it's a dictionary here, a dictionary for a Python. It's not Kivy, so I have to write it like this. Okay, let's save this, and thank you, I'm not purchasing now, and save this. Let's build the app again. Fine, very fine. Now this font is changed to OpenSens, and Roboto, the default. You can see the difference between OpenSens and Roboto, but this one is still unchanged, so we need to also change it to Pacifico as we desired. Okay, so the same thing, we will copy this line, we'll copy this method, okay, and I will only change this name to Pacifico, and I just need to get the name of the font. Okay, it's Pacifico, the TTF, okay. And here is it, and I will say that font name is equal to Pacifico, and that's it. It should be working right now. Here it is. So you have the default one, Roboto, and you have OpenSens and Pacifico, and these two we loaded in Kivy. So you have to notice that you can't say that here, for example, OpenSens, you can say I will keep this the same so you can see, and I will duplicate it. This is OpenSens bold, okay, and font name OpenSens, and I will set OpenSens bold equal to true. Okay, and it's not gonna work. As I told you before, it's not gonna work because you didn't load a bold font, and if you want to make it, you need to load the bold font. So you need to say font bold, and you have to add its path here, just like that. You need to know that you can prepare your own modules. You can prepare your own modules for the font, so you can pass a string to the LabelBase.register method anytime you want. That's basically how you can use the LabelBase function in Kivy. And if you like the video, please subscribe to my channel, and if you have any comments, please let me know in the comments below. Thank you for watching.